All right, let's just jump right in. For years, we've all been talking about AI as this really cool tech trend. But lately, man, something has fundamentally changed. What we're witnessing right now isn't just another product cycle. It's the beginning of a full-blown industrial revolution.
And that really gets us to the heart of what we're talking about today. And this quote just nails it. We are now officially treating artificial intelligence like the power grid, or our highways. It's becoming an essential, regulated foundation for the entire country. So you gotta ask, right? How did we get here? And what in the world does this actually mean for all of us?
Let's start by connecting some dots. You see a new government policy pop up over here, a crazy breakthrough in computer chips over there, a huge lawsuit that seems to come out of nowhere, and you might think, okay, these are all separate stories. But they're not. Not at all. They are all pieces of one single massive narrative, the industrialization of AI.
So who's leading this charge? Well, the first big player drawing up the plans is, you guessed it, the government. Washington is stepping in, big time, to clear the path and set the rules for what is basically a new national AI superhighway.
So, the White House just dropped this thing called the National AI Framework, and its main goal, its entire goal really, is to create one single cohesive national strategy. No more patchwork of different state laws. They want one unified set of rules for the whole country, aiming for what they're calling a light-touch national approach.
And it's not just the White House. Congress is right there with them. A new act from Senator Blackburn actually mirrors the framework's goals, and it even adds specific protections for creators against, those unauthorized digital fakes and replicas. It just goes to show you how broad these new rules are meant to be.
So, how does the federal government get all the states to just fall in line? Well, this is how. They basically signaled that they might withhold up to $21 billion in broadband funding from any state that refuses to get on board with these new federal AI standards. Talk about a powerful incentive.
All right, so if the government's laying down the blueprints, who's actually building the engines for this thing? That brings us to the hardware, the literal factories that are going to power this whole new infrastructure.
And we all need to get used to a new term you're going to hear a lot, token factory. See, for years, it was all about training these massive AI models, which takes a ridiculous amount of power. But the game has totally shifted. Now it's all about inference. That's the process of actually running AI out in the real world, in our apps, in our cars, in our hospitals. And that requires a whole new kind of factory.
And what's so cool here is how they're building these new factories. It's a combo of two different chips. Just think of it like this. The GPU, that's the brain. It does all the heavy lifting, the complex thinking to understand what you're asking. But this new LPU, that's the mouth. It's specially built to just spit out the answer at absolutely insane speeds.
And how much faster are we talking? This is the number that just made everyone's jaw hit the floor at their last conference. These new systems, they deliver a 35x increase in throughput for every megawatt of power. That is a massive, massive leap in efficiency that suddenly makes all of this economically possible on a huge scale.
And that efficiency leap leads us straight to this number. Right after that announcement, NVIDIA's CEO Jensen Huang said he's expecting $1 trillion in hardware orders by 2027. A trillion. That just shows you the scale we're dealing with. This isn't some niche tech market anymore. This is a foundational global industry. And their roadmap? Wow. It really shows you just how ambitious this is. By 2028, they're planning to launch data centers into orbit. Yeah, you heard that right, into space. Why? To get around Earth's energy and cooling problems. I mean, when your business plan includes putting your infrastructure in orbit, you are definitely not just a tech company anymore.
But hey, just like with any industrial revolution, there's gonna be conflict, right? A fight for control is brewing, and it's happening right now in a really high-stakes legal battle between one of the top AI labs and, well, the most powerful military on the planet.
So here's the question at the heart of it all. The Pentagon has banned its people from using Anthropic's AI, which is called Claude. The official story they're putting out there, that it's a security risk, that the AI is uncontrollable, maybe even dangerous.
But then, a secret email gets unsealed in court. And get this, in it, a senior defense official is telling Anthropic's CEO that they were very close to agreeing on safety rules. And this was on the exact same day the public ban was announced. Suddenly, this whole thing looks less like a technical problem and a lot more like a power play.
And here's what Anthropic is saying in their official defense. They're like, look, once our AI is installed on a military system, it is completely air-gapped. We have no way to access it remotely. There are no backdoors, there's no kill switch.
They're basically arguing we couldn't sabotage it even if we wanted to. So yeah, this drama is far from over. This hearing in San Francisco is the next big showdown. It's going to decide if the Pentagon's ban stays in place. It's one of those battles that's going to help define who really controls this new infrastructure.
Okay, so we've got the government blueprints, we've got the industrial factories, we've got these epic power struggles. But why should you care? What does this actually mean for you? Let's bring this all the way down to how this brand new infrastructure is about to change your daily life.
Okay, first up, your work life. You know how you're always jumping between different AI tools, one for writing, another for coding, a third for images? Well, those days are pretty much over. OpenAI is merging everything into a single, seamless desktop super app. AI is literally moving from a bunch of websites into one powerful tool right on your computer.
And the impact on our health? Honestly, this could be even bigger. Just look at this chart from a recent study. It shows that a new AI tool can diagnose advanced heart failure just from a standard ultrasound, with more accuracy than doctors using current methods. This isn't some far-off sci-fi thing. This is a life-saving tool that's here right now.
And if we look just a little bit down the road, Google's got this vision for a personal health agent. And it's not just about tracking your steps. They believe this thing could upcatch 25% of cancers that are currently missed by traditional screenings. I mean, just think about that. That's the potential scale of this revolution on a deeply personal human level.
Which, of course, leaves us with this one final, really critical question. We've seen the government setting the rules. We've seen giant corporations building the engines. We've seen these philosophical battles playing out in court. So, as AI becomes the new invisible operating system for our work, our health, our entire society, who do we actually trust to write the code?